Earthshaker can be considered somewhat greedy since he needs levels and gold to reach his maximum utility. However, one should never underestimate the power of Fissure Fissure even at level 1. The post-effect of this spell is probably among the most devastating ones for the heroes with no innate mobility. On top of that, it has a massive 1400 range, which means it can be used from smoke without breaking it, making it the second longest range stun in game after Sacred Arrow. It is also among the better abilities to use defensively, when your teammate is getting ganked, having potential to split the ganking formation of the enemy and allowing for a turnaround and pickoffs on overextending heroes. The scaling on the hero can be considered pretty good, with high burst AoE magical damage even by the late game standards, as well as potential for a single target physical burst. Even without damage items, he still has a pretty high STR gain of plus 2.9 per level. Top that with all of his active abilities leading to a potential 1.5 second stun, which never loses its relevance as a hard disable. But there is always a price to pay. The hero is extremely mana-starved. At level 1 he can use a single Fissure, meaning that if you use it, it has to be for a good reason. Him being melee also does not help his lane presence. He is an awful harasser and generally favors lineups with an additional support for you core. On top of that, his main strength requires him to have a mobility item, meaning that he requires either a great start or some space to get to the point where he can be a relevant threat in a timely manner. So when should you pick him? For one, you should always be sure that your greediness will not lead to a lost lane, hence your lane partner either has to be capable of sustaining himself in a lane, while finding farm, or there should be another support hero, preferably ranged, in your lineup. An excellent lineup to pick Earthshaker into would involve a core that can rush Mom Hot D and farm jungle, creating an opening for you to farm in lane, for example Troll Warlord, Juggernaut. In this scenario, it is also good to stack pull the small camp initially to utilize more resources as Earthshaker, only showing up for ganks. As I said, he is a terrible lane harasser and the team will not benefit as much from his presence in lane. Regardless of your plan for the early game, always carry a TP, though, since, as stated previously, it can allow for excellent saves and turnarounds in other lanes. To a lesser degree, but Earthshaker is also a suboptimal pick in games where the enemy has a way of disabling Blink Dagger globally. Spectre is probably among the most annoying ones, since she can render your initiation useless for a good 10 seconds. She is also nearly immune against fissure blocks. Heroes Earthshaker is good against would involve pretty much any hero without mobility or the heroes that heavily rely on positioning. He is also godly against anything illusion-based, except for Spectre, and anything that involves creating dominating extra creeps. Earthshaker has a rather high skill cap in terms of landing proper fissures as well as having good decision-making in many stages of the game. Use him responsibly and try not to block your escaping teammates,